Janam Bhudaganadi Sevitam Kapithajambu Palasara Umasutam Shoka Vinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwara Padmangajam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Ishwaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Sri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha. So we are beginning this Vedic Satsang. The Vedas proclaim I am Atma Brahma, that the soul is the supreme Brahman. So the Vedas essentially are saying that we are all divine beings, immortal beings, having a human experience. So we are not the body, we are not the sense organs, we are not the mind, we are not the intellect, we are not the subtle body, but we are the self, we are the Atman. That is the message of the Vedas. But this message, in order to understand realistically, like when I say an apple, you immediately understand the object apple. But when I say that you are Brahman, you understand the word you, but you take it for the body. You don't take it for the real meaning that the Veda is conveying. When the Veda says you, it is not meaning the body. It is saying you, the consciousness, the awareness, that is your true nature. So the challenge is, how do you truly understand the meaning of the Vedas, the meaning of the mantras? So in order to understand the meaning of the Vedas, we cannot have any help outside the Vedas. Why? Because the Vedas only has the key to unlock the hidden meanings of the Vedas. So unless you learn the Vedas, you won't be able to understand that you are the soul. But it is not given to everyone to understand the Vedas. You know, in India, there are only very few people who have read all the Vedas. Out of the 4 Vedas, one Panditji might read only one Veda. Even those Pandits are very less in number. So the large 99% of the population, what are they understanding? What are they reading? They are reading these commentaries and sub-commentaries and interpretations of the Vedas. One will read the Bhagavata Puran. They say that it is the essence of the Veda. Another will read the Shiva Puran because he doesn't like Vishnu. And they also will claim that is the essence of the Vedas. Then you have the Devi Bhagavat, who worship the Kali, the Divine Mother. They are all claiming that they hold the true meaning of the Vedas. So to summarize, it is not possible to know the meaning, to know the text, even the text of the Veda, it is not possible in one human life. Hence, we have to depend on the secondary means. But for every Hindu, the primary means of knowledge is only the Veda. Without Vedas, you cannot understand your true nature. But if you don't have that kind of time, or if you don't have done that much punya to read all the Vedas, like I have not read all the Vedas, I have just read the Yajurveda. Still there are 3/4 of the Vedas to be read by me. So if it is not given in this life, only that much was given for me. So then the second option is to go for the smritis. A smriti is something that is written by a Maharshi who is in the human form about the Vedas. So that is the difference between the Veda and the Smriti. So Veda is called a Shruti, and all that the Maharshis have written is Smriti. So what are the Smritis? We have got the 18 Puranas. What are the 18 Puranas? Anapalinga Kuskani, Agni Purana, Na Narada Purana, Li Linga Purana, Ska Skanda Purana. I don't want to bore you with all the 18 names, but these are the 18 Puranas. Then we have got Manusmriti, Parasara Smriti, Narada Smriti, and for each yugas you have got Smritis. What are these Smritis? They are just interpretations of one Maharshi of the Veda. So the Bhagavan does not give everybody everything. For some he will give only that much of knowledge. So according to that knowledge, these Maharshis have interpreted the essence of the Vedas. Out of which we have two great books that have come down through oral tradition. One is the Ramayana. It is called the Adi Kavya. Why Ramayana is called the Adi Kavya? Because it was written by Valmiki by the command of Narada. And Narada is one of the 10 children of Brahma. Brahma have got 10 Manasa Putras. Sanaka, Sananda, Sanat Kumara, Atri, Kusha, Daksha Prajapati, and Narada is the 10th one. So this Narada instructs Valmiki about the supreme truth, which came in the form of Ramayana. And this was the first scripture ever written by human beings. That is why it is called Adi Kavyam. It is intellectually proven by historians that there was no poetry before Ramayana. So that is one Smriti. The second big Smriti is the Mahabharata. So in terms of Mahabharata, Ramayana is very short because Ramayana has got only 24,000 verses. But Mahabharata has got 116,000 verses. For reading the Ramayana, you need 9 days. I mean Valmiki Ramayana. And for reading the Mahabharata, you need 64 days to read the whole Mahabharata. So when Adi Shankaracharya, when he took the avatara, that time the whole of India was shattered with so many different groups. They had the Buddhists. Buddhism was very prevalent in India. Buddhists, there are 3 kinds of Buddhists. The Hinayana Buddhists, the Mahayana Buddhists. The Mahayana, they eat meat. The Hinayana, they don't. And then Vajrayana. The Vajrayana Buddhists, they practice Tantric Buddhism. They have fierce deities like Tara, whom they worship. And they do this. These Vajrayana was very much prevalent all over India. And the Vedic, Ramayana and Mahabharata scriptures were under the control of the majority of other religions. Hence, Hinduism was kind of in shackles when Shankara was born, 1200 years ago. So what he did, he wrote commentaries on this Vedas and the Smritis. So what are the books he chose in the Vedas? He chose 10 Upanishads. And the Smriti, he just chose 3 books. In Mahabharata, he just chose 3 books. Ramayana, he did not write anything, Shankaracharya. He wrote only 3 books from the Mahabharata. The 3 books are, number 1, Bhagavad Gita. You all know that, 696 verses. The second book was Sanat Sujatiya. This was written by Sanat Kumara to Vidura. And the third book he wrote was about Vishnu Sahasranamam. So this is what Shankara says. It is very hard for you to understand the message of the Vedas because it is very terse and very subtle. It's not accessible for the human intellect. So the best way is to start with Vishnu Sahasranamam. Why is Vishnu Sahasranamam so appealing? Shankara says, if you have got 1,000 different students in a class, each of the student is going to have a different taste. One solution will not fit all the students. So if the teacher says to close your eyes and imagine an elephant, one student will say it is a vacuum cleaner catching the trunk. Another student will say, catching the tail, that it is a broom. And another student will catch the pillar and he will think it is a leg and he will think it's a pillar. So depending upon the maturity of the students, each will have their own interpretation of the truth which the teacher is saying. It all depends upon which level they are. So he thought by giving this 1000 names of Vishnu, each name is very, very meaningful because they are not ordinary names. They are mantras. It was given by a very self-realized soul, Bhishma, to another great dharmic soul, Yudhishthira. Both were giants of dharma. Bhishma was a celibate brahmachari, one who was traveling towards Brahman all his life. So he had really meditated and found the truth of Brahman from the Vedas. And he has taken each and every word of Vishnu Sahasranama from the Veda. That is why Shankara chose this Vishnu Sahasranama to begin his philosophical journey. So by commenting on Vishnu Sahasranama first, and then the Bhagavad Gita, and then the Upanishad, that is how he traveled in his philosophical journey. That is why in this Vedic Satsang, I thought it will be very appropriate to start with Vishnu Sahasranama. Also, we chant this Vishnu Sahasranama every single day. Please do that during Vishnu Puja. And also during Sundays, we have these handouts sitting near Vishnu, and this is handed over at 11:30 every day, and we chant it. But once you know the meaning of each and every name, it will all make sense. Why do we have this Vishnu Sahasranama? Why in the first place we did build Shiva Vishnu temple? Why did you build Vishnu temple? What is Vishnu? All this is unraveled word by word by Shankara. And I am very happy to invite you in this journey with Shankara. Here nobody is the teacher, nobody is the taught. Shankara is the world teacher, but we will take each word in each class and unravel according to Shankara. That is what is going to happen in this Vedic Satsang. So without Shankara, without the Guru, there is no way we can understand the hidden meaning of the Veda. And because he chanted Vishnu Sahasranama, because he chose to comment on the Vishnu Sahasranama, we are also starting with Vishnu Sahasranama. Another one thing about this Sahasranama is, Shankara was not a Vaishnava Acharya. He has written Bhajagovindam, but he was neither Shaivate, nor Vaishnavate, nor Shakti. He wrote about the Devi in Saundarya Lahari, he wrote about Shiva in Shivananda Lahari, and he wrote Vishnu Sahasranama Bhashya. But he was not into Vishnu or Shiva, but he was into the Nirguna Brahman. That was his path. But he respected Shiva, Vishnu and Shakti. He is called the Shanmada Stavakacharya. He in fact respected Ganapati and Kartikeya also, and Ayyappa. So these six were worshipped by him. But he felt that you have to have one Ishta to go to that Nirguna. You cannot directly go to that formless God at one stretch. So you need to, because of your samskaras, because of your vasanas are your previous birth impressions. So you come with a certain preferences, or you are born into a Saivate family, you are born into a Vaishnavate family, or you are born into a family which worships Amba. So according to that, you have to pick up that Ishta and travel to the Brahman. The Brahman is not available without Saguna Upasana. And in the Vishnu Sahasranama, you will find the name of Mother, you will find the name of Shiva, and you will also find the name of Vishnu. Hence, he has chosen this book. Now I will start the first verse. Please chant with me. Suklambaradaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye. Now the word starts Shukla. Now, you all know that there are 5 Vedas. The 5 Vedas are Shukla Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda, Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. These are the 5 Vedas. So here we are starting with the word Shukla, which means that Vishnu Sahasranamam is the essence of the Vedas. He wants to tell that it is Vedic. Another meaning of Shukla is pure, spotless, dirtless, or white. And Ambara, the word Ambara means cloth. So Shuklambara means one who wears clean or pure clothes. Ambara also means the sky, like Chidambara. Ambara means the sky. Shuklambara means the white sky. Dhara means one who wears. How can you wear the white sky? You can do it if you are Vishnu. We cannot wear the sky. But Vishnu has no body. The word Vishnu means Vishati, iti Vishnu. That's what Shankara writes. One who enters into everything. This, every single object, you, me, inside everything, whom do you find? Vishnu. Because he Vishati, he Pravishati, he can pravesh karta hai, he can go inside. And if for that kind of person, you cannot put a small white cloth and cover him up, how can you do that? So you need the white sky. So that is the vision of the Veda, of our God. He is not somebody who is sitting in a heaven with a white beard. He is somebody who has enveloped all the space. That is what Suklambaradaram means. So when you tell to a child, you will tell he is wearing a clean cloth. But when you tell to philosophers, when philosophers talk, they understand this large concept. So that is the beauty of our religion. It can cater to young children and also meditating adults. Adults who can understand abstract concepts. So that is the meaning of Suklambaradaram Vishnum. The supreme consciousness which has entered each and every living being in the form of awareness. He is inside you as awareness. And he is wearing the whole ether, the whole space, as his ambara, as his dress. The third one is Shashi Varnam. Shashi means rabbit. Shasha. Shasha means rabbit. You know that story, right? That in the moon there is a rabbit.
No.
That is what they say. You know, when you look at the moon, this is in literature, by the way. In the literature, in Indian literature, Kalidasa, so he is known for Upama. What is Upama? Not that you eat.
Example.
Upama means example. So Kalidasa is very famous for the examples he gives. So he says, when you look at the full-blown moon, I think it is moon's hands. There is a dark spot. Maybe it is his ankam. That is his body part. Or, how did the moon come out? The moon came out when the Devas and Asuras churned the Milky Ocean. First the Lakshmi comes, and then the full moon comes, then the Uchchaisravas, that Ashwa comes. So many things comes from the churning of the Amrita Mathana. The moon also comes from the, and when he comes from the ocean, some mud is sticking to his body. So maybe it is that Kalidasa says, Ankam kepi shasankire jalanide pankam pare menide. It could be the clay out of the Jalanidhi, out of the ocean. Shashankam kejit menide. And some thought it is a rabbit. So there is a story in Panchatantra that one of the rabbits, it wanted to go and jump into the moon. So it sees a reflection of the moon in the lake, and he goes and jumps into the moon's image, and that rabbit got stuck in the moon. That's one story in the Panchatantra. So he had to read all this literature of India. So to cut the story short, we are into philosophy. Shasha means rabbit. Shashi means, now you get it. So we have taken this third story. So Shashi means one who has rabbit in his body, which is the moon. And Shashi Varna means one who is very fair, one who is very bright. So
this is a copy for us to take home or for the temple?
you can take and make copies and bring it
writing
back.
something on it, then I remember this.
Yeah, you can make copies and bring it back, so everyone will have it.
Oh, okay.
So Shashi Varna means one who is bright. Then Chaturbhujam. So Americans, when they come to this temple, they all wonder, why does this Durga has, or Parvati has 4 hands? Why does Ganesha has 4 hands? Why can't they have just 2 hands? Why do they need 4? So Shankara says, Chaturnam Purusharthanam Data Devas Chaturbhujaha. Vishnu has got this Chaturbhuja because he gives the Chatu Purushartha. So Purusha means Pure Sayati. Puram means this body. One who is inside this body. So it's not man, it is a soul. So Purusha means what? The embodied soul. Artha means desire. What is the meaning of Artha?
Desire.
So every single creature, every single embodied soul desires something. That is called Purushartha. And how many Purusharthas are there? 4 Purusharthas. So Vishnu has each Purushartha in each hand. That is why he is called Chaturbhuja. For example, he has got a Shankha. What is the name of the Shankha of Vishnu? The name of the Shankha of Arjuna is Somadatta. Who said Panchajanya? Oh, thank you. I forgot that. So, Vishnu's Shankha, I was just trying to get you into this. I was trying to get somebody will tell Panchajanya. So, I didn't want to tell that. So, Panchajanya is the name of Vishnu's conch. And where did the Panchajanya come? We mentioned in the beginning of the talk. Where did the Panchajanya come from? It is the brother of Lakshmi. It is the brother of the moon. So it came after the churning of the Samudra. So first Uchesrava comes, then the Panchajanya comes. So Panchajanya is a precious thing. One of the names of Samudra is Jalanidhi. Another name of Samudra is Ratnakara. Akara means a treasure trove, a nidhi. Akara means treasure trove. Ratnakara means the treasure trove of precious stones. So you get a lot of precious things from the ocean. For example, you get coral. What is coral? Vidrum. The red coral. That you get from it's like a tree. They take it and cut it and sell it in Gujarat. It is very close to the sea. You get corals there. So all sorts of precious things come from the Samudra. So Panchajanya is a precious thing. So Panchajanya represents wealth. What is Panchajanya? It's like a diamond. It's a wealth. So that one hand he is holding what? Wealth. So that is one Purushartha. Everybody wants what? Wealth. So that is Panchajanya. He is holding the Artha. If you look at Vishnu, the second hand, he is loosely resting on his lap. So when are you most loose? When are you most relaxed? When you get a massage. Because that is your karma. That is your desire to get pampered. So everybody wants to be pampered. That is karma. And that is a very common attribute or purushartha of all creatures. Every creature wants these two, artha and kama. What is kama? Ka means darkness. Ma means light. So when you want something, you don't know where it is coming from. You want it, your wife doesn't want it. Because she doesn't have that obsession, but you want it. So that comes from darkness, your subconscious, your previous vasanas, your previous hankerings. And ma means light, your fulfillment. When you get that thing, you get fulfilled. But it is, the problem with this artha and kama is, if you get 10, you want 20. You get 20, you want 40. There is no end. That is why we need the third one. When you get married, they put 3 knots. The first knot is kama, but that is basic. And for buying the chocolates, massages, you want wealth. That is the second knot, artha. And the third knot is dharma. Very important. Note this word. Because without dharma, all this kama and artha will make you a pashu, a jantu. It is only this dharma which is going to give you free will. It will give you the capacity to go towards the fourth purushartha, which is moksha. What is the fourth purushartha? Moksha. So Vishnu can give all the four. He can give you artha, money. He has all the wealth because he has a very wealthy wife. Her name is Mahashmi. My wife's name is also that. She is wealthier than me. She is a lawyer. So artha he has. Kama he has. And dharma he has. How? In the form of chakra. Why chakra? Because Shishupala, you know Shishupala, right? Shishupala is a very famous asura. What asura means? Asu means prana. One who lives for the sake of living. He cannot think anything other than himself. Everybody can go to hell. Only he should live. That is asura. So there are three sets of asuras. Kamsa and Nikanda, Shishupala, Kamsa and Shishupala, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, Ravana and Kumbhakarna. So 3 times they have come, and Vishnu came 3 times as Varaha, as Krishna and as Rama. So when Vishnu came as Krishna, he had to deal with 2 guys. One is Kamsa, his own uncle. The other one was Shishupala. But he was very fond of Shishupala for some reason. Why? Because in the previous birth, Shishupala was Vijaya. Who is Vijaya? If you go to Venkateswara temple, there are 2 guys with teeth coming out. One is called Jaya, the other one is Vijaya. Their job is to stop everyone from entering the temple. So if the priest doesn't want somebody to come into the temple, he'll say, go and see the manager. So I'm kind of the Vijaya of the temple. So these guys, they refused entry for Narada to enter Vaikuntha. So he said, go to hell, you go to be a Asura. Because of the shapa of Brahma's Manasaputra, he was born as Shishupala. But he also got one boon saying that Vishnu will give you 100 chances before he kills you. So Shishupala was given 100 chance to commit any crime he wants. But after the 100th time, what he did was, he took his Sudarsana Chakra and sent it. It's like a boomerang. If you know Australian boomerang, you throw it, it comes back to you. So he throws it, it cuts the head of Shishupala and comes back to him. The idea is, this dharma, you cannot become dharmic overnight. It is like switching off of a fan. You switch off today, slowly it is going to come to an end. So you should not be worried that I'm still some adharma, still some papa is sticking to me. The human being is designed to have kama and artha. And when you are involved in kama, naturally you will do some adharma. Kama cannot coexist with dharma very easily. Very hard to have dharma kama. There is something called dharma kama and kama kama. Kama kama is just lust, without consideration for the law, human made or divine. The human law is constitution, the divine law is dharma. But if you consider that, then you have got dharma. But like Shishupala, you will be given 100 chances. They won't terminate you directly. They'll tell, okay, let us give him a long rope. Let us warn him. Let us tell him. Like that is how the divine being, the divine Vishnu worships. So even if you have some shortcomings, don't worry. But do not stop in the spiritual path. Do not stop from becoming dharmic. Dharma is the only purpose of human life. Because artha and kama, any Tom, Dick and Harry, cat, dog, and everybody can have. Dharma only you and me only the person in human body can have. Irrespective of whoever you are, if you are a human being, you can practice dharma. It's only given to you. The last one is moksha. The moksha is so important, it can be attained only by human beings. Can you believe me that? Devas cannot attain moksha. The asuras cannot attain moksha. They have to become human beings. They have to get the human birth if they want moksha. So this dharma and moksha, that is the subject matter of Vishnu Sahasranamam. That is why he is saying Chaturbhujam. So when you next time chant Suklambaradaram, Vishnum, Sahasranamam, Chaturbhujam, you are given 4 choices. You want artha, you want dharma, you want kama or moksha. Go for dharma. Why? Because if you become dharmic, slowly artha and kama will come and one day moksha will come. Dharma is very exclusive. It is only for human beings. So that is Chaturbhujam. Then Prasanna Vadanam. So when my mother asks me, come on, go and chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, it takes about 19 minutes to chant in my speed. In your speed, maybe 22-25 minutes. So I used to say, oh, why I had to sit for 25 minutes? There is a cricket match going. So that is not the way to chant Vishnu Sahasranamam. You have to be Prasanna Vadana. What is Prasanna Vadana? When you go to Panditji and he is going to give an apple, then you have your face. Can I get the banana? Then he gives you the banana. Then your face becomes very prasanna. Why? Because you got prasada. When you get prasada, you become prasanna. So what does prasada means? Prasanna vadana means one who has prasada in his face. One who has got prasada in his face. And do you think the banana is the prasada really? Do you think our forefathers are so stupid that they will call a banana or an apple a prasada? No. The meaning of prasada is in the Gita. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu vishayani indriyesharan atmavashir vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati. If you want to be a person with pleasant face, you have to go beyond 2 things. That is likes and dislikes. If you go beyond likes and dislikes, naturally your Atma becomes your Vasha. Your mind is under your control. What is stopping your mind from going away from yourself? Because of likes. When the intellect says something, it says, no, I don't like this. So it is the likes and dislikes which stops you from having prasada. So that is called prasanna vadanam. You get the real prasada when you give up likes and dislikes and do your duty and become vasa to Atma. And who is your Atma? Vishnu. So that is the meaning of prasanna vadanam. I am making none of these. Everything is coming from Shankara. You can open the Shankara Bhasha and see for yourself. And dhyayet, dhyanam. What is dhyanam? Dhyana means Zen, meditation. So close your eyes and think of that 4 hands in the Badri shrine we have upstairs. And look at his pleasant face. Look at his large eyes. The Chaturbhuja and the beautiful vastra which the priest had on him. So that is what dhyana means, dhyayet. And why do you do all this? Sarva Vighna Upashantaye. Vighna means impediments. Suppose you resolve, I want to be a very good human being, or I want to meditate for the next 10 minutes. Then the wife calls you, where is the potato? What I am going to make this night? So all sorts of impediments come to your meditation. So all that will go away by doing this dhyana. So that is the purpose of doing this dhyana. Vighna Upashanti. To eradicate all the obstacles that may come in the path of good, dharma. So that is the meaning of the first verse. We'll chant it one more. Suklambaradaram Vishnum Sahasranamam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Now I am going to skip the second verse. Why? Because it is not there in the Shankara Bhashya. Because the second verse is according to the Vaishnava tradition. The Vaishnavas, they believe everything is handled only by Vishnu. So they don't have any place for Ganesha, Shiva. That is their belief. That is their tradition. That is how they are brought up. So what they do is, the Suklambaradaram Vishnum is also, you can interpret it for Ganesha also. How? Because the Suklambaradara is, Ganesha also wears white clothes. Prasanna Vadana, Ganesha has a very pleasant baby elephant face. Chaturbhuja, Ganesha has got 4 hands. Sarva Vignopashanti, Ganesha can remove all your vignas. So the first verse can also be applied to Ganesha, according to Shankara. But the second verse, the Vaishnava chant, they say that it is not Ganesha who removes the obstacles, but it is Vishwaksena. Remember this word. Just remember. There are only 1 or 2 Vaishnavas in this group. They will know this, that Vishwaksena is the substitute for Ganesha in their religion, in their sect, not religion, sect. Hence we are not chanting that. We will go to the third one. The third one talks about Guru. What is the meaning of Guru? Gu means darkness. Ru means Rukna. Ru means what? Rukna. So he stops the darkness. And what is darkness? For the mind, doubt. When you have doubt, the mind suddenly stops. And when the Guru comes, he removes all the doubts. When the darkness is gone, you can easily travel. You don't need eyes, but you definitely need a doubtless mind. If the blind person knows that there is nothing in front of him, he will walk fearlessly. So it is not even the eye which is useful, but a doubtless mind. That is the most useful thing. And who will get that? The one who has got Guru. Without Guru, there is no mind which can be doubtless. And who is our Guru? Who gave Shankara or me or you this Vishnu Sahasranamam? It is Vedavyasa. What is the name of the Guru? Yes. Why? See, look at the word. It is Vedavyasa. So he wants to make sure Veda is repeated in every single instance. You remember that Vedic religion, Hinduism is Vedism. Without Vedas, we won't be here. That is why our religion is surviving. So try to worship Veda. Then you can read it. But don't forget. That's why in the temple website, the first line you see is, this temple is a Vedic temple. This temple is a Vedic temple. You have got U for Vishnu, the Tribundra for Bhasma, and the dot for Amba. All the Vishnu, Shiva and Devi. That is the Vedic religion. That is represented in the temple emblem. So that is why we call him Vedavyasa. He is our Guru. Now this verse is to extol, is to worship Vedavyasa. But without Vedavyasa, we don't have Vedas, we don't have the Puranas, we don't have the Smritis. So we are worshipping Vyasa. Vyasam Vasishtha Naptaram. Vyasam Vasishtha Naptaram. Shakte Pautramakalmasham. Parasharatmajam Vande. Sukatatam Taponidhim. So what is the meaning of Putra? What is the meaning of Putra? Son. And what is the meaning of Pautra?
Grandson.
And what is the meaning, what is the name for great grandson? Pauta. In Sanskrit, Napta. Napta means what? Great grandson. Putra, son. Pautra, grandson. Napta, great grandson. So who is Vyasa? Vasishtha Naptaram. He is the great grandson of Vasishtha. Because Vyasa will be angry. I am very upset if I don't worship my Guru. And who is the Guru who gave Vishnu Sahasranamam? Vyasa. So I worship him. But for Vyasa, how did he get? He got it from Vasishtha. So if you don't remember Vasishtha, he will be upset. So first we are saying, I bow to Vyasa, who is the great grandson of Vasishtha. Then, can we leave his grandfather? No. Sakte Pautram. What do we say? Yeah, Shakti's grandson. So what is the name of Vasishtha's son or Vyasa's grandfather? Shakti. That's the name. Shakti is the name of Vasishtha's son and Vyasa's grandfather. And how is this Shakti? Akalmasham. Kalmasha. Kalmasha means crookedness or dirt. Crookedness. So he has no crookedness. He's pure. Who? Shakti. So he's a rishi. Then, now you are curious who his father. We told about his great grandfather. We talked about his grandfather. Now who is the father of Vyasa? Parasaratmajam. Atmaja means Atmanaha Jayate, means Putra. Atmaja means one who has come from your Atma, which means son. So Parasaratmajam means what? The son of Parasara. Who is the son of Parasara? Vyasa. So you can ask me, if you don't know, why are you sitting here? I am assuming that you already know it.
No.
Okay. I am not trying to test you, but if I just want to be like enthusiastic that I want to involve you guys. So Parasaratmaja means the son of Parasara. So we got Vasishtha, the great grandfather, Shakti, the grandfather, Parasara, the father. Now Vyasa is very much fond of one more guy. That is his own son. And his name is Shuka. Shuka Brahma. That is why we have got Shuka Tatam Tapo Nidhim. Tata means father. Tata means father. Shuka Tata means the dad of Shuka. So that is the meaning of Guru Vandana. Guru Vandana means 3 generations of Guru. Vasishtha, Parasara, Shakti, and then the son also. So you have to teach the son. You have to tell them how to worship your grandfather, how to worship your great grandfather, how to worship your father. So son is also witness. So he watches all this and he can tell his son tomorrow. So that is the idea of Guru Parampara. So we not only worship, Hindus not only worship Gurus, we also worship Guru Parampara. All the Guru Parampara has to be worshipped. You have to become egoless. You have no idea of the joy if you remove this I from your life. The word I is being repeated by everybody 1000 times. Instead, you repeat 1000 names of Vishnu. Then the joy is going to be immense. So that is Guru Parampara. Repeat with me. Vyasam Vasishtha Naptaram Shakte Pautramakalmasham Parasaratmajam Vande Sukatatam Tapo Nidhim. The next verse is just for Vyasa. Now we have just for Vyasa alone. Now you have heard about this book, the Srimad Bhagavat. And everyone knows that Srimad Bhagavat talks about the 10 avatars of Vishnu. How many avatars of Vishnu? Matsya Kurma Varahascha Vamano Nrisimha Evacha Ramo Ramascha Ramascha Buddha Kalkis Tathevacha. Rama is Balrama, Rama is Parshurama, and Rama is Sri Rama. Kurma, Vamana, Matsya and Nrisimha. These are the 10 avatars of, including the futuristic Kalki of Vishnu. But in Bhagavata, there is also a narration in the Panchamaskanda, of the 24 avatars of Vishnu, apart from the 10, whenever there is imbalance in the world, he will come. That is the promise. What did he say in the Gita? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Abhyutthanam adharmasya tada atmanam sujamihim. I will come. Sambhavami yuge yuge. So, he has come, apart from this 10, he has come 14 times. What are they? Kapila, Vyasa. So, Vyasa is called the literary incarnation of Vishnu. Literary incarnation means what? He came to revive the literature, the Hindu literature, like the Vedas, the Puranas. It is not possible for a human being. Vishnu came as Vyasa and wrote it. Shiva came as Shankara and wrote the commentaries. So without Shiva, Vishnu, we cannot be here. Vishnu gave in the form of Vyasa all the Puranas. That is what we are saying. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. Vyasa is verily the form of Vishnu. Where did he get the information? From Srimad Bhagavatam, Panchamaskanda. So Vyasa is Vishnu's Rupa. Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. And Vishnu is again Vyasa's form. Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye. And both of them are coming from the consciousness, from the common source. Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, Vyasa, me, you. Everybody is coming from Brahman. Brahmanidhi. We are all coming from Brahma. Brahma is the nameless, formless Omkar, one supreme thing. So he is the Brahmanidhi, whose source is Brahman. Vasisthaya namo namaha. You know the meaning of that. Vasishtha means great grandson of Vasishtha Maharshi. So that is the meaning of the third verse. Tell Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha. We'll talk about the next verse in the next class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I just want to I think we should first of all thank Sharma ji for really doing a very good job. Thank you very much. I think you found a diamond. Thank you. And my ultimate thank goes to you and